All right, Aquarius, welcome in. Aquarius, welcome in. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Thank you for tuning in with me. I'm glad that you're here. All right, if you're a cross watcher, if you're watching for an Aquarius, welcome in. If you have any comments, something you don't like about Aquarius, do not leave any negative comments. Do not do it. Do not leave any negative comments. If you are cross watching, you're watching for an Aquarius. If you don't like this Aquarius, then I don't know why you watching. Okay? Because some people come in and they're not that sign and they're cross watching for that sign, and then you don't want to hear certain things about that sign. Hey, you shouldn't watch. Okay? It is what it is. So for everyone that is here, I hope everyone is doing well. Thank you to my subscribers, Aquarius Energy. I appreciate you guys once again. We're going to start off with the Declare and Decree deck and see if any possible blockages that need to be released. What do we have for Aquarius? Aquarius Energy. Aquarius Energy. Let's see what we have for you, Aquarius. We have all internal fear of my divine power is now destroyed from my energy in spirit and in flesh. All internal fear was within. Internal fear of my divine power is now destroyed from my energy in spirit and in flesh. You would write that down and you would burn it. Okay, fire destroys. And that negative energy of having internal fears, those energies need to be released. All right. The next one you have, all fear of living and dying is destroyed from my energy in spirit and in flesh. All fear of living and dying is destroyed from my energy in spirit and in flesh. You would write that down and you would burn it. Okay, no fears, no fears. False evidence is appearing to be real. All right, Aquarius. So, energies are fluid, guys. Please take what resonates with you and leave the rest. If it does not make sense to you, that's okay. It may not be for you at this time. Come back. Other videos will be posted. And that video that comes up again, it may relate better for you. Okay? Past, present, future energies. What do we have for Aquarius? Past, present, future energies. Alright? Let's see what we have for you, Aquarius. Alright. Let's see here. There may have been something you wished for that you did not receive, or maybe you're worried about why it hasn't happened yet. You have the ace of the 8. I said the ace. Yeah, that's the truth. It's something you have been wishing for that you have not received, and you may be wondering why. Okay, Aquarius. So you have the 8 of Swords. You have the Hierophant here. You have the number 4 showing up for the heart chakra. And then you have the 2 of Wands. You have the 7 of Pentacles. You have the Magician. You are the creator of your life, Aquarius, okay? It's what you feel it needs to be. Passionately, it's what you want it to be. What do you want? Do you know what you want? What do you want? You can create that. You can visualize that. You can write it down. But you can create it if it's something you passionately want for yourself. You have the Strength card showing up along with the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, Aquarius, the bottom of the deck is the Fool card. Aries card. That's Aries energy. The Fool, new beginnings. See how that person is, they got their feet planted on top of the world? That's that leap of faith, okay? And she got that rod in her hand, and she got that little throwback across her shoulders there. She holding on to that throwback, and she got that wand with her. She got that little, it looks like a wand to me, but she got it in her hand, and she don't have a whole lot. She's not weighed down. She just got this little satchel that's, you know, hanging on across her neck. It looked like a little satchel or a little purse or something, but she just got it strapped onto her across her body. And she just got a hand on that and got a hand on that wand. So don't be afraid to take a leap of faith, Aquarius. All right? So this tells me that whatever you invested in is making you feel stuck. Whatever you invested in is making you feel trapped. You feel like a mental prison here. This could be a a physical prison as well. But whatever it is, it's making you feel stuck. It's making you feel trapped. Okay? And I feel like it could very well just be a mental prison, because swords is communication. Swords is the mind, the mindset, the mental state. Okay? And so you are aware of, and I feel like, you're spiritually in tune enough to understand that it's something about commitment here with the Hierophant, but you are the magician. You are the magician. That means you have the tools you need, Aquarius, to make changes. You have the tools you need. It means you need to believe in yourself, step into your power, and there's changes that you can make if you believe that for yourself. The magician is here. Okay, so you have the power to change things if you want. You just need to believe in yourself and know that you can actually step into it. Okay? Whatever you created or whatever you invested in, and it could be some type of commitment or another, because the Hierophant is here. Whatever you invested in, it's as if this is something that did not work out, or you thought it could work, but also it's like you waited for it to work. With the Three of Pentacles, you waited for it to work. You may have saw it as a success or something you could achieve, but whatever you were waiting to happen, it's like you're having to take a whole nother direction with the Two of Wands. You're seeing that you have to go a whole nother direction with it. It's not going that direction that you thought it would go, or whatever you anticipated on happening. That's not what happened here. Okay? So you have the Three of Cups, the Star card, which is your energy, Judgment, Hangman. Yeah, you waited for this. You waited for this. Okay? You invested in this. Wheel of Fortune. You have the Nine of Pentacles, the third eye chakra. Yeah, you're spiritually connected. You know. And then you have the Eight of Pentacles. You worked on this, you invested in this, and you waited for it to go the way that you expected it to, and it still did not. And I feel like you've done this for quite some time. This is not something that you just waited on to happen maybe for a week, maybe for a month. You didn't wait on this to happen for a year. You may have waited on this to happen for some years, okay? And you may have been up and down in your energy, dealing with different love, like dealing with different love partners, okay? You may have waited for some time, invested your energy, invested your time, invested your money, invested your love. Whatever you did, it still didn't go the way you thought it would go. Or it turned out to be something similar to what you dealt with before. Okay, like the past coming back to haunt you. It kept being the same. It turned out to be the same setting each time. And this has been an ongoing cycle. Even though this says destiny at the end, you were destined to continue this cycle until you decide to get off the wheel. Get off the roller coaster. It's time, Aquarius, to jump off the roller coaster. Jump off the boat, because it's going nowhere. It's steady repeating itself. Okay? And you steady invested, and you continue to invest with the Seven of Pentacles, and yet it continues to be the same cycle. But I feel like at this time, this cycle is about to be broken. You can no longer repeat this cycle. We are in the year of the number 9. And that number is showing up for you along with the Magician card, which is the Nine of Pentacles, which is a very much single energy. Okay? The Nine of Pentacles, that is you enjoying the fruits of your labor, yeah? You being very self-sufficient, very self-reliant, and very secure, but it's also you being single. So it's something you need to sit with. It's something you need to do for yourself at this time. And it's going to include your healing as well and some spiritual growth. And there's going to be things that you also will have to release, and people as well. Because the star card is here. And this talks about healing and having faith in oneself. All right? That's not always an easy job to do, especially when it comes to healing. Because when we go through healing, that means we have to have enough strength within us. It has to be a part of your willpower. All right? That's that solar plexus chakra, where you have to have the willpower, right, to accept what needs to be changed. You have to see it and acknowledge it, sit with it, allow yourself to overcome it, accept it, overcome it, heal from it, and grow from it. All right? So judgment is here, which expresses awakening. And you've awakened to some very valid information here concerning yourself, concerning your spirituality, concerning this investing that you have done in multiple relationships, maybe multiple love partners you've been with, to where the same scenario has played out more than once, more than twice, more than 3 times. And you're starting to see, maybe you're starting to understand in this energy of being single, you're starting to understand that I don't need to be codependent anymore. I don't need to walk around on eggshells. I don't need to invest in something that's not for my highest good, right? This is you being in your power, being in your strength, allowing yourself to see with the third eye chakra, right? You're allowing yourself to see. You're accepting. Little by little, you're accepting the fact that you can no longer stay stuck. You can no longer keep investing in things that don't work. You can no longer force things to work. You can no longer be codependent on certain situations depending on what it is. Everyone is different. It could be different for everyone, all right? But whatever the codependencies were, you're accepting the fact and seeing that you'll have to release these things, okay? These are things that have to be released, whether you've already done it or whether it's something that needs to be done. Because when it comes to relationships or whatever, you may have worked very hard to make it out of what you thought it should be. All right? That commitment, right? And yet, even though it may have taken that turn, some of you could have went through divorce a couple of times to where you thought this was the person you're supposed to marry. You married that person only to find out years later, this person is not who I thought they were. All right? And that's what this sacrifice is about. This is sacrifice here with the hanged man. Seeing things from a different perspective. Waiting for change that didn't happen. Accepting the fact that it wasn't going to happen. Realizing that you need to do something different. You particularly for yourself. 2 of Wands. Okay? And you could have not wanting to seen this. Like, it could have been an energy where you were ignoring this for quite some time. Sometimes codependencies could very well be where, you may be a person who's used to having a partner. You don't like being by yourself. And that could be codependency, okay? It doesn't have to do with you depending on somebody for money or anything like that. You could just be dependent on them for companionship, all right? And you really need to be by yourself. You really need to soul search and accept the fact that being alone is not bad. Being alone means you just sitting with yourself, learning yourself, accepting yourself, understanding yourself, allowing yourself to grow, seeing where things could be different for self, understanding that changes need to happen for self. What are those changes? How can I grow from this? What is the lessons to be learned? Okay? And I feel like this is something you just had to sit with. This is something you had to realize, recognize first. It could have been where you were involved with love partners and there was a lot of third-party energies going on. And you may have even accepted that, not seeing your worth. Third-party energies. You may have decided, okay, well, if we in a marriage and you dealing with somebody and I found out about it, well, you dealing with somebody, so I'm going to deal with somebody. And that's out of codependency. That's an energy of codependency, because instead of you understanding that if you on one level of it and I'm on another, that's unequally yoked. You want to run the street and mess around. I'm trying to be faithful in a relationship. You don't accept it and you start fooling around too. No. You basically, a lot of times, when a person experiences their spouse cheating, they don't just accept it and decide to go get them somebody to cheat with. Even though we live in a world where people do that to keep the partnership together, no breaking up, no divorce, we just gonna see other people. That's a form of codependency. We're not gonna see other people. I wouldn't, but everybody's entitled to their own opinion, right? But I wouldn't do it. You decide you're gonna fool around, that's a wrap for me. I'm not finna go sleep around just because you're sleeping around. I don't like that. So we're not finna do it. You can do it if you want to, and I'll serve you the divorce papers later. We'll just do it like that, because it takes time to get a divorce. Not to mention how much it costs. So that's why it's important to be careful about who you get with. Make sure that the love is equal. Make sure that they'll want the same things. Okay? Don't get involved with people right away. Spend time with a person. See if they know how to be your friend. See if they understand the concept of friendship. Okay? Spiritual connection. Without sex always being on the front line. A lot of times that's where we go wrong. Sex is the first thing people think of. Let's see how good the sex is. And that's where you're wrong at. Because when you start a relationship out trying to balance to see whether or not the sex is good, well, you just base your relationship upon an emotion. An emotion that could change. Because emotions do change. People change. Right? So if you base your relationship upon sex, then you really don't have anything to go on. That's not a solid foundation. Because sex don't last all the time. Sex is just a part of the relationship. That's the part where we emotionally express how we feel about one another. That ain't the whole meal to the relationship. It's just a part of the meal, right? So when you sit at the table, you want the whole meal and a nice drink to go with it. You don't want just a piece of the meat and one piece of the cabbage and maybe a half a cup of the drink or no drink at all. You want the whole meal, right? So you don't base the relationship upon sex, and a lot of times that's where we go wrong. Oh, the sex is good. Really? When you start out in a relationship, you're not supposed to be having sex at all. But a lot of people not disciplined on that level. That's the reason why you should be by yourself, especially when you get spiritual downloads, you start having spiritual awakenings, because the judgment card, it speaks of spiritual awakenings. The spiritual awakenings are very important. You start having awakenings, then you become more spiritually inclined, more spiritually connected. You begin to heal things within yourself. And that's where you start seeing and accepting your codependent issues. And that's what's happening here. So you're going to have to sit with it, okay? And some may find it hard to do, others may not. It just depends. Everybody's different, but it's not impossible. This is something that you can do, Aquarius. This is something that needs to be over. This is a cycle that is no more. No more investing in relationships that don't work. No more investing in people because you're codependent and you don't want to be alone. Whatever your situation may be. It don't have to be loneliness. It could be sex. It could be money. It could be anything. Just understand that codependencies, whatever that is for you, is very low vibrational, and it can block you when it's time for you to grow, when it's time for spiritual growth, when it's time for personal growth. It can block you. Okay? So with this third party energy here, this Three of Cups, this ain't no celebration with the Eight of Swords. This is third party energy. So I feel like there's someone here who is healing from this or needing to. It's an energy of codependency, okay? And you have to take a leap of faith and believe in yourself. All right? Spiritual awakening is here. Your heart is open. You have power. You have strength. And your third eye is open. So just use the energy wisely, right? And having an awakening is like you're getting a second chance to do something you never did before, right? You're getting a second chance of rebirth, of renewal of you. A whole new you. Whole new life, whole new time. This is the year of the 9. 9 is about wish fulfillment, right? So I feel like at this time, Aquarius, this is your time to acknowledge and accept self, heal, sit with it, accept it, understand it, and allow yourself to grow within it. Then you have the 9 of Swords. Then you have the 4 of Pentacles. Then you have the throat chakra here. Okay? Then you have the Devil here. 7 of Cups. Somebody had a lot of confusion. There's a lot of confusion going on and upheaval here. A lot of low vibration and toxic energy going on as well. And so, with this family dynamic card here with the 4 of Wands, I feel like you're going to end up single. Yeah, you can see the conflict coming. You understand that there's conflict, toxic energies here. Walking around on eggshells, a lot of confusion because things are not working out. A lot of change is happening as well. A lot of change is happening. Solar plexus chakra is here, where you must have the confidence to move forward. You got to have the confidence to allow yourself to spiritually connect and spiritually grow. This spread here says that you are connected. With the Star card being here, the third eye chakra being here, and Judgment, and the throat chakra being here. The awareness card is here. The Wheel of Fortune is here as well. To me, I feel like you do see where it is you need to go with this, but it's not going to be easy. You're probably holding back your energy from someone now. This family situation may end in a divorce or separation, okay? Take it how it resonates for you. But I don't see this as being a bad thing. I see this as being something that leads to your spiritual growth. It leads to you learning yourself, understanding yourself, accepting yourself, okay? Knowing who you are and growing from the lessons that have been learned. All right? There's 8s here as well. New beginnings. There's 10s, 8s, 9s, and 5s. Okay? Yeah, it's a lot of conflict. See? That could be arguing. That could also be fights. A lot of confusion. Third party energy. Sleepless nights. Anxiety. Worry. Look at all this negative energy. Alright? This is negative energy here. And these are the things that must come to an end. These are the things that can no longer be ignored. This is what can no longer repeat itself over and over and over again. Alright? It's time for it to come to its end. It's time for it to stop. That's enough of this. Right? Yeah, a lot of deception going on. Envy going on. Oh, man. It's no good. You're going to have to take a leap of faith out of this energy. This is the card on the bottom of the deck, right behind the new beginnings. But see, it takes you accepting what doesn't work, what hasn't been working over the years. The same situation. It's like you're sitting with yourself with this hangman card here, this sacrifice card, and it's gonna be a sacrifice. It's a sacrifice of you releasing the old in order to enter into the new. It's the sacrifice of releasing the old patterns, the old ways, the old habits, the old ways of look at that. I better can get it out. Look here. The old ways of approaching relationships, the old belief systems, the bad habits. Okay, if you do that, then I'm gonna do this. Because it's kind of, in a way, that's just a tit for tat type of energy, which is still toxic, because it doesn't make one person better than the other just because you agree to do the same toxic, low vibrational things. It doesn't make one person better than the other. Okay, so that doesn't make the relationship any better. It doesn't make the energies any better. All right? You just matching each other's low vibrational ways. And that just brings about more toxic energy, right? Yeah, you're just putting an end to all of this. But it's like it's chaotic, and you must accept and allow yourself to get through the fog in order to get to the light. It's like sitting in a whole dark room. It's so dark in here. It's pitch black, right? But you got to allow yourself to accept that moment. Accept those energies and see it for what it is. Work your way through it, right? Do the healing so the light can show up. You're going to see the light. You can't help but to see it. You're going to see it, but you got to allow yourself to see it. Yeah, movement, choices, decisions. That's exactly what you got coming up here, Aquarius. This is something totally new for you. And it's going to be really good, but it's not going to feel good trying to get there, if that makes sense. It's not going to feel good trying to get to where you're going. But where you're going, oh man, I don't know where they came. Say what? Okay, so this crazy, but when I say it's not going to feel good where you're going, it's going to feel good when you get there. But to get through it, it's not going to feel good, right, Aquarius? So it's like Spirit is saying, you're going to like the way you look. I guarantee it. You're going to like the way you look. In other words, you're going to love where you're going. And yeah, okay, cool. That's why Spirit said that. Okay, so even though there's a lot of chaos going on, conflict, fighting, arguing, low vibrational things, folks not getting along here, you're not getting along, somebody not getting along here, okay? All these options, third-party energies, codependency energies, all right? Even though you may be going through the chaos, you must. It's a must. You can't have the bad without the good. You can't have the good without the bad. You got to have somewhere where you grew from. Where did you grow from? You don't just get to the new beginnings from the start, from the top. You don't just jump on top of the world from the start. Where did you come from? Started from the bottom, now we're here. Where did you come from? Where did this healing come from? Where did this victory and success come from? Where did this leadership in you come from? Where did this independence, where did this independent energy come from, right? How did you get there? How did you heal? Yeah. Where did this confidence come from? Where it comes from being in the mud. It comes from being in the low vibrational states. It comes from being codependent. Now you understand you must be independent. You do not want to depend on someone else for a good life. You do not want to, you don't want to depend on someone else to make you feel good, look good, live good about yourself, about your life. You want to be able to do that on your own, right? So after getting through the conflict and the arguing or whatever, the bad habits or low vibrational patterns that's been going on for the longest, after getting through the deception and the envy and the third party situations, there's movement, there's choices, there's decisions to be made. All right? And it's going to bring you into this energy right here. Taking your power back. And then you have power here. You have the strength card, Leo, showing up. So you'll be taking your power back as an emperor. That's the energy. Someone disciplined. You will learn to be disciplined. You will learn to be independent. You will learn to build on your own and not wait for someone to build it for you. Because when a person builds for you, they can also turn around and take it away from you or tear it down. So you don't want to depend on someone. You want to be able to do it on your own. Because therefore, if you could do it on your own, then you can attract someone who can help you do it as well. Right? And there's success and victory at the bottom of the deck. That's where you're headed. But you got to get through these negative energies first. It's a must. You got to heal codependency issues. It's a must. Okay? You can do this. You can do this. For as much as you've invested in others, invest in yourself. You can do this. All right, Aquarius? That's right. That's what this is about. Internal feel of my divine power. Because you have it. You got to find it. Find it so it can shine. Find it so you can follow it. All right? Yeah, look at the bottom of the deck. 10 of Cups. See? That's where you're headed. You don't have this yet. Some of you may. All right? Maybe you've already went through your transformation. Maybe you've already went through all the healing and all of the codependency situations to where you accepted it and healed from it. You learned from the patterns and you moved on and you're by yourself now. Some of you may already be there. For those of you who are not, you will get there, but you must do the work. Yeah. A lot of chaos. Knight of Swords. Yeah. A lot that you've invested in. Yeah. See? Knight of Swords. Someone may be trying to stop you from making a move. You waited for investments, things that never came to fruition. And now it's like, Four of Swords, you got to heal from all this. Right? Yeah. Success and victory is yours. All right? But you got to work on it. You got to work on healing these things first. You got to allow yourself to work on what needs to be healed so that you can see that you need to do things differently. You can approach a relationship differently. You want someone who's spiritually connected, someone who believes in commitment but celibacy, someone who believes in being faithful, no cheating on partners, right? Someone who's on the same page as you. But you got to know what you want first. You can't settle for what somebody else is giving you or what somebody else is doing. You got to know what you want, right? Let's get you a healing card here and we'll close it out, Aquarius. Oh, they fell out. Whoa, nice. All right. It says being true. Ah, that's nice. Right on. I am true to myself and others. I remove my mask and stop creating illusions. I have confidence in who I am, and I reveal the good in me. I do not need to hide or prove anything. I replace shame with power of love and what? Truth. Be true to you. All right, Aquarius? Be true to you. All right? I'm going to end it here, guys. I hope something was said that can help you move forward. If you like a personal reading, go to my channel. Look in the description box. All right? My channel, Real Talk. go to the description box, and the information will be in the description box. You can send me an email, and we'll go from there, and we'll get you a personal reading. Until next time, Aquarius, take care.